fourth quarter, right? Had to come back and win in the fourth quarter. On the road, divisional games. I mean, listen, those are going to be hard fought. Those are going to be tough. And I think, again, the great teams find a way, right? They believe, they feel like, we're all going to step up, we're going to do this together, somebody's going to make a play. We're going to take that momentum and we're going to turn it into a victory.
We're not playing our best ball and not scoring how we are making the plays that we usually do, but we're finding ways to win. Our defense has been playing great. They're playing at a high level, and we've been able to just pull it out. We've been able to grind it out and get wins, so that's a sign of a great team.
All right, they're doing the interviews right there, and why not? They are the current #1 seed in the NFC. They have the inside track at home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs, and they have their final 2 regular season games in the Superdome. Best record in football right now. We join our former Super Bowl champion New Orleans Saints, who's checking his phone right there.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the song that you was asking me about.
Oh, no, that's okay. Well, we're talking songs because the kicks right there need a little bit of attention,
you know what
evidently.
I'm saying? The drip god is in the building today. You know what I mean? The drip god.
He's 3 inches taller.
Just approach me as a drip
Can't hide
god,
that
man.
money. What is that, Versace?
That Versace. You know what I'm saying? Y'all laughing now, but when we get a Versace sponsorship out of this, y'all going to be thanking me later.
This is not the chat our producer intended.
It's definitely not the
The
chat.
one that we were supposed to talk about is, okay, look at Saints, great, 12 wins. They're the first team with 12 wins in the league. But they scored 12 points in this game. They only scored 10 points a couple weeks ago when they got beat by Dallas. Is there something wrong with the Saints offense?
There's nothing wrong with the Saints offense.
Really?
When you play a divisional game, it doesn't matter what the other team's record is. It's tough to beat those teams. You have to see them twice a year, so those are usually your toughest games. I know the Carolina Panthers have been struggling all season long, but they got a really good football team still, and they have a good defense that really slowed down the Saints offense last night. And so to me, this was the most impressive win by the Saints because it wasn't Drew Brees, it wasn't Michael Thomas, it wasn't Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, it wasn't the usual suspects, right? It was the defense that carried them through this game. And when you get into the postseason and when you get into late in these games, you need to be playing complementary football, which we talk about a lot on this show. And they got that last night. They got a lot of production from the defense. They held Cam to 54 yards passing. They held Christian McCaffrey to 53 yards rushing. Sorry, that's 54-yard passing in the first half.
In the first
half.
McCaffrey also threw a touchdown, too. Nice little gadget play
they got him on a trick play, right?
That was how they got him in the end zone.
You ain't going to trick us too many more times. You get it one time, that's it.
Okay, we know that the Saints offense can be potent, but that defense you just talked about has been special. In the last 6 games, the most points they've allowed, 17 points. That is winning football, as you just detailed. All right, meanwhile, the current #2 seed in the NFC, the Rams, dealing with an injury to one of the best players in the league, Todd Gurley. Day-to-day with knee inflammation. That's what the team is reporting, purposely not being informative there. But they did something today that may give us more clarity on that injury. Mike Garafolo joins us with the latest on that. Mike, tell everyone what the Rams did and read the tea leaves as best you can.
Well, the Rams signed C.J. Anderson, formerly of the Panthers and the Raiders, earlier this season. Raiders said they didn't want to cut him. They had to make a move to create some roster space. So you could look at that and say, oh boy, does this mean Gurley's in trouble? No, I'm told he's still considered day-to-day with that inflammation, but it's something that they're going to have to watch going forward, and there are no guarantees. And they had Malcolm Brown as their most experienced running back behind Todd Gurley, but he went down a couple of weeks ago with a clavicle injury. He is on injured reserve, so they've got a couple of guys behind him. Justin Davis, he has a shoulder injury, and John Kelly also behind him. A couple of young guys with only 4 carries combined. So needed some experience because they do expect to be playing meaningful games deep into January. C.J. Anderson could wind up being that guy.
Oh, well, with Todd Gurley having an injury, you can bet that we're checking with you daily, maybe hourly, on the status of one of the leading candidates for MVP this year. Thank you, Mike. Latest headlines.